email for my, oh, we ready to go?
We're live.
All righty.
Dr. JC Cooley. That's right. Dr. JC Cooley. It's the JC Cooley Show. It's your life. Let's go. It's the JC Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. JC Cooley. All right.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the JC Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the JC Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guest will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego.
Yeah. Dr. JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Yeah. JC Cooley.
Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James JC Cooley, and we're going to talk about part 2 of our absolutely fantastic, I call it, journey over in Africa, to Tanzania, Zanzibar, some of the things that we did, and the fun things that we did. I mean, it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited about a lot of the things that we experienced, especially in Zanzibar. I would go back anytime. I want to go back right now. Michelle, I'm like, so I'm excited. If you ever go to Tanzania, you got to go to Zanzibar. That's all I'm doing. So how you doing, Dr. Michelle Cooley? How you doing today?
I'm doing great. When you said you had to go back to Zanzibar, Tanzania, I'm just focusing on those turtles, but I know there is more to Tanzania and Zanzibar, especially, you were during the pictures you posted on social media, as well as talking with you and Randy. It's just, you can't see everything in a single trip. So I'm excited to go there next year, which we will, but that's another story. But welcome everybody.
Well, Dr. Randy Smith is a historian, and he put together a documentary on this, in bits and pieces and small clips, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit. How you doing, Dr. Randy Smith?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing great today. Yeah, just reflecting on our trip. Yeah, it's technically I was still traveling back last week this time. So yeah, just still reflecting and coming down from that trip. It was that wonderful.
And we got absolutely fantastic co-founder, Dr. Tia Murray.
What's
I'm
up?
going to be asking most of the questions to Randy and I. And Michelle, she gonna come back and join us later. But I want to get this thing started. I tell you what. First of all, let me give these all four of you a round of applause.
What?
It's gonna be a lot of that. So, Michelle, can you tell our viewers and our listeners what's the purpose of the show today, and why it's so important that we share all of this absolutely fantastic information?
Oh, most definitely. Well, the title of today's show is the Africa Trade and Investment Conference 2025 Recap Part 2. And audience, just as a reminder, Dr. James JC Cooley, Dr. Randy Smith, they attended this conference recently. They just got back last week, and it was in Tanzania. And they also made a trip to Zanzibar. But, Dr. Randy Smith, just wanted to remind you, he's the founder of RVS Production Entertainment. He's an IT and AV engineer, and he's a ministry media specialist. And he's going to tell about his experience in this amazing country. And Dr. Tia Murray is our guest co-host for today. And she is so much. She is one of the co-founders of Viridian Christian University. She's also an author. She's an entrepreneur. She's a parent. She's a grandparent. She does it all. But there's not enough time to talk about her. But we're going to discuss the experience, what touched you, you, Dr. Randy and Dr. James JC Cooley, how this trip inspired you, the people you met, and the extracurricular activities, downtime that you experienced in the beautiful, beautiful place of Zanzibar. So here you go.
So we first had talked about Tanzania. Tanzania is a beautiful place as well. And we were there for a conference, African Trade Conference. And there were so many things going on there. Randy and I was in charge of all of the media, live streaming, just making sure that we captured that moment. And so it was tough, but I think we did a tremendous job. And anything you want to say about that?
No, it was a great experience. There were some challenges, technical challenges. We had some technical difficulties, internet, location, things of that nature. But we were able to fight through it and keep going. Live streaming and doing production in a foreign country is not an easy task, let alone doing it in the U.S. on a regular basis. It's not an easy task. So traveling across the world about 8,000 to 10,000 miles with cameras, lights, recorders, microphones, it was a task and it was work, but it was fun. I was up to the challenge, and we got it done.
We got it done. We got some absolutely fantastic footage. So I'm gonna turn it over to you, Dr. T. You got all the questions. You got everything. And Randy, you handle the video, please.
Yeah.
All righty. So first off, I want to say that it was amazing to watch all the lives and the videos and the things that the both of you shared on your pages. You never would have been able to guess that you were experiencing any type of technical difficulties. You both handled everything like a pro. I was so proud, first off, because I know that you both are top quality people and the products that you put out is just above board. But also, you know, you're both tied to the Viridian Christian University, which also makes it just even more special and dear to my heart. So again, I want to say kudos to the both of you for doing an outstanding job on the media coverage. And again, your videos and the things that you're creating and doing with it is absolutely astounding. So good job. Good job. Where's the applause?
Thank you.
But I do want to get into some questions, because one of the things that I saw that happen is that, you know, like when we travel, it's amazing the people of the royal families that we get an opportunity to connect with, get to meet, to hear about them, to hear about their stories, to hear about their journeys and all those beautiful things. So share with me, if I remember correctly, you got a chance to meet someone else of one of the royal family members of Ghana, and he was talking about traditions of the kingdom. Can you share a little bit about that and what that experience was like? I can only imagine.
Well, funny you mentioned that. I just got off the phone with him a few minutes ago, and he is coming to Dallas. Our graduation, and he said if you want him to be a speaker, keynote, count him in. But my experience with him was you meet people, royalty, and sometimes you don't know how to approach them in a way because you don't know the custom. He made it easy because he came up to me and we just started chatting a little bit and then to start talking. And you can tell he was genuine. He cares about people, especially the folks in his kingdom. He wants to, whatever it takes, he wants to educate the folks in his kingdom and give them the necessary skill sets so that they can go out and generate economics to make his kingdom better. And so when Queen Nana was chatting with him, he said, hey, Dr. Cooley, I want to be a part of whatever that she's talking about. And so he is reaching out his hands to do that. Not only that, I'm going to tell you, me and King Nana, we became friends. I did not tell you, I don't know if I told you, after the conference was over and we had went to Zanzibar, he called me and said, I want you to come over to our place. I want you to do something for me. And I said, okay. Yeah, look, I said, I don't know what this is, but when I got there, he had Queen Nana. He had a couple more dignitaries. It was him. He had his brother, the prince, and his servants. He kind of put to the side. He said, Queen Nana and we're having a cook-off.
I love it. So tell me about it. How did that go? Fill me in.
I should have shot you the video, but he said, we're having a cook-off and we want you to be the judge. And he said, we are cooking it with our own hands, not the servants.
Wow.
So it was like, I was in shock. I said, so do you do this at the palace? He said, sometimes. But anyway, they went and they cooked. She cooked some beef stew, kind of like stuff, African tradition. He cooked chicken with pecans in it, and I mean, it was just delicious. And so, long story is
who won? I want to know. Fill me in.
Hold on. So we sit down, we start eating, and he kept talking to me, and then she would talk to me. They're trying to get me on both their sides.
Yeah.
I said, I'm just gonna taste this. I said, He said, you gotta judge a winner. I said, okay, I'm gonna try this beef first. Oh, it's delicious. I said, I'm try the chicken now. Oh, it's delicious. And I said, I might have to go another round. Let me try this beef one more time. Let me try this chicken one more time. I said, I think I got a winner. I said, drum beat. Everybody, pop, 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 pop. And the winner is both of you guys.
You were smart. You were smart, wise move. That's why you're our chancellor. You can make those.
And he's like, when you come to the palace, we're gonna do this again.
Okay.
He said, when he come to Dallas, he's gonna have a cook-off with me.
Wow, that'll be great.
Well,
Video. Okay, Randy.
Well, so it's
uploaded. It's uploaded. That the video of him doing the taste test is up here somewhere. We got it. It's up here.
All right.
But it was wild.
And the one of him joining the band.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, let me remind the chancellor that he got duties back here. He gonna have to get back to. He can't get over there and joining bands.
Went on there and joined the band. They put me on the.
I saw you. You were on beat too. Let me add, you were on beat too. So I was like, well, he's on beat. That's good.
You know what? I tell you what. I'm talking so much. We got to take a station break. I'm gonna get in trouble here.
Okay.
So I'll tell you what, whichever platform that you're watching us on, if you want to be part of this great conversation, all you have to do is just go to that comments. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It's your life. And we'll see you shortly after the break.
The future is here.
Now is the time to pursue the greatness in you. Welcome to Viridian Christian University, where faith meets future. We are a fully accredited, 100% online Christian university. We offer bachelor's degree, master's and doctorate degree programs, built for students like you. Affordable tuitions, 30+ degree programs, 100% online and flexible. Integrating faith with learning. Study from anywhere at your pace. At VCU, we do not just prepare you for a degree. We prepare you for purpose. Discover who you are. Grow in faith. And build a future that impacts the world.
Are you ready to start your journey today?
Visit www.viridianchristianuniversity.com.
Apply today and be among the global leaders.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Dr. James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life.
welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. And we got our guest host, Dr. Tia Murray. And we're getting ready to get off into some of these videos and show you what type of time that we had over there. I think Randy probably got about 10, 15 videos here. So, hey, Randy, I want to turn it over to you, man.
All right. We can start with this one video that kind of just shows a quick summary of the African Trade and Investment Conference overall. So I think we'll start with that one. Does that sound good?
Yes, yes.
All right.
Hello? You still there?
Yep. That was just about the end of it.
Okay. I mean, that was a great, that's a summary of the whole conference.
Mhm.
And it was a lot of great moments there, as you saw. A lot of the dignitaries that was there. We had the Queen of South Africa, which we had the pleasure of interviewing her. And she shed light on the things that are happening over there. She shed light on the purpose of the conference that we was at, to try to bring all 54 African nations together, along with, the United States and other countries as well. And I think that was kind of achieved, but we'll know a little bit more next year in doing that. But that purpose, I think, was great. What are your thoughts, Randy?
Yeah, it was good to see that Africa, all of Africa, the men, the women, the youth, they came together to discuss issues that they were having and how to resolve them, especially the youth. There was a lot of youth there with some great innovative ideas on doing things to improve Africa as well as improve their situations in their villages and where they live. So it was very interesting. It was also interesting to learn about the different tribes in Africa in certain areas. That's something that I didn't know a lot of. I knew there were multiple tribes, but I didn't realize that there were tribes in the, certain areas and things like that. So it was very informative.
You mentioned the youth, and that falls under Dr. Pauline Crawford group, the entrepreneurology, where I think it was probably about 10, 15 entrepreneurs in there that's young that came up with, I would call it their invention or whatever. A lot of them were pretty good because they was using the resources of trash or waste or whatever to turn it into a product. And they came up with all of these things themselves to start their own businesses. And I thought that, and they couldn't have been over 24, 25 years old. A lot of them were a lot younger than that. But that was a very innovative ideas that they planted in our youth heads that you have to go out there and utilize your mind.
What you have.
You have to dream big, think big, and be big. And Dr. T, you know that's that's my main motto.
Yeah.
Is dream big, and I believe that these young entrepreneurs are dreaming big, and as they grow older and get a little bit more experience and get some sponsors behind them, they're gonna do great.
I agree. Dr. Randy, I am curious though, how did being there and like Queen this and Her Royal Highness Queen Nana Doctor, I mean, all of these members of royalty, all of these people that has some pretty heavy weight behind their names and because of some of the things that they have done or the positions that they hold with, you know, in their area. How did that impact you personally? What was that experience like for you?
It was a little nerve-wracking because you're right. You don't want to disrespect anybody by calling them the wrong thing. But I will say this, all of them were extremely gracious. They know I'm American. They know that I don't know, but they were very gracious in teaching me and explaining to me. And that's how I learned about it, which was, it's an information thing. And it's all in how you do things too, because I was, of course, as respectful as I could be. That's just me anyway. But so I was able to really form some bonds with some people and really get to know them and talk to them in a one-on-one kind of setting that normally I don't think you would be able to, a person of that stature. So that was really cool. But they were very gracious. They were very gracious people with that, because they know I didn't.
Yeah. I can so relate to what you're saying, because when I had to opportunity to meet it's like, okay, what do I bow? Do I curtsy, or what do I do, and how do I address them and things like that? And they were very kind. They were very gracious in explaining to me, the appropriate way to talk to them and to address them, and whether it was in public or whether it was in private and things like that. And I'm such a hugger, and I realized you can't be hugging everybody and all of those things, and it was a cultural thing. So I have to agree there. I definitely understand what you're talking about. But Dr. James, I want to ask you, I heard that you got an opportunity to meet and interview a senator who talked about empowering women in the export business across Africa. So, I'm all ears, I'm all ears, tell me about that. And what was that like?
Well, hold on. Hey, Randy, can you show the video first?
Oh, you going to show us another video? Yeah. I can't wait. Which one is this one?
It's about...
Ladies and gentlemen, meet one of my most favorite friends, coming from America. Millions of you watch his show, and I know that you are dying of the next episode. Don't miss it out. It's coming from Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, Africa. Watch his program, his show. JC Cooley.
That's right. The senator. Every time she walked in the room, she lit the room up.
Yes.
And if you gave her that mic, she was going to hold on to that mic, and she was going to inspire everybody in there.
Every time she got the mic,
she made everybody feel that they were so important.
Yes,
so important. And she spoke, I believe, at every last one of the groups that were there. it was just so empowering, the way that she cared about the folks. Not only that, Dr. T, but we was at Women to Win. They were having a conference that was off. And a lot of these women that was, own their own business or needed help, she went in her purse and just gave them money. She said, this is how you empower people. You can't take it with you. I was so inspired by her and the things that she was doing and the way that she made everybody feel. Even Randy, she made us feel like we was on cloud. So
she was really nice. She was a very awesome lady. And yeah, she did. When she came in the room, she uplifted it.
Wow. Absolutely. But she had an input pretty much, and she sat on a couple of panels with me. And it was just a joy to just be engaging with her, and the food for thought that she gave everybody. It was incredible. It was incredible. So that was, she was one of my favorites, at the conference, because she did not see in it, and she made everybody, she uplifted them. Especially those entrepreneurs, those young entrepreneurs. Wow.
I can just imagine how that must have felt. I know now I'm way beyond young. I'm not old, but I'm not young either. But I know when, even at this stage of my life, that when someone compliments me or someone encourages me, or if someone shows that they have a belief in me and what it is that I'm doing, it goes such a long way. So I can just imagine how the young people felt when she was talking to them and she was sharing her information. What a whole beautiful experience that must be. And I feel positive that it'll be something that they will always remember, that they will carry with them. And it might get them through some challenging times, because we all know, we're entrepreneurs. We all know that there's going to be days and you're like, what am I doing? Like, for real, like, what am I doing? And they might be able to think back and reflect on some encouraging words that she shared. So I look forward to one day being able to meet her, and I'll have to find out if I can hug her neck and everything. But I look forward to having conversations with her and talking about being an entrepreneur and being in her position as well, as a woman, and the woman in politics, and what that journey is like. So amazing.
Hold that thought. We're going to take a station break.
All right.
But I'm just going by too fast. I tell you, whichever platform that you're watching this on, if you want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do is go to the comments. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Welcome to Viridian Christian University, where faith and learning come together to transform lives. At VCU, we believe that education is more than just academics. It's about fostering a community of growth, integrity, and purpose. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, VCU offers flexible, affordable, and 100% online degree programs that cater to your busy life. Our innovative platform provides a personalized learning experience, empowering you to thrive in today's ever-evolving world. Join a global community of learners guided by an experienced faculty who are committed to your success. With VCU, you're not just earning a degree, you're preparing for a future that integrates faith, leadership, and service. Viridian Christian University, educating with purpose, transforming lives. Learn more at ViridianChristianUniversity.com. ViridianChristianUniversity.com.
JC Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show.
Listen, we have you under contract. You can't go over there and stay. You under contract, so.
That was so much fun. Randy was looking at me like I was crazy when I was going up there.
James, do you have a hidden talent that we don't know about?
No, that was so much fun, and that was at the Tanzania night. Meaning that all of the food and everything was cooked. And what was that, Randy?
It was all Tanzanian authentic cuisine. They had goat, beef, chicken, rice soups. They had fish soups. Everything was good. And I had a little bit of everything. So I gained a few pounds over there, but everything was delicious.
Yeah, Dr. Nike was telling us you gotta go to this. And it was worth it.
It was worth it.
I think I gained about 5 pounds that night.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. I was that was one of the questions I was going to ask, what was the food and did you try something new? Did you try something that you thought maybe you wouldn't try, but you went on and did it? And what was that whole experience? I love food but I'm kind of finicky, about what I eat. But when I was looking at the videos y'all were sharing I'm like, well, wait a minute, I might have to try some of this or try something that, I'm going over in a couple of weeks. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to try some of this. So what would you say about the food that you experience? Sometimes they say like when you're there, like it just tastes, even like seafood, everything just tastes differently, because of where you are and things like that. So what was your food experience like?
Let me tell you, and I'm be real. I mean, I'm a chicken guy in the United States, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken there do not taste like chicken here. It tastes good. I'm not saying I'm chicken here. I'm talking about
it tastes different.
The
eggs taste different. The fruit tastes different. I don't eat bananas in the States, but I have bananas over there.
Really?
Yeah, even the steaks, I'm a big steak guy. The steak over there tastes very different and lighter and just doesn't weigh you down after you eat it. Everything was just delicious. Yes.
Wow.
And those soups and stuff. I mean, I did not have not one bad experience.
Yeah, I didn't have anything over there that I would have like, ooh, I don't want this. Everything I ate was delicious. Everything.
Wow.
And it wasn't expensive at all. So it was great. And you can tell that they put a whole lot of love
into their food. Yeah.
Maybe that's the difference is emotion and the feeling behind it as they're cooking it. That I firmly believe that plays a part in some cases too. So wow. Okay.
And let's change the topic and let's talk about Zanzibar.
Yeah.
Zanzibar. Oh wow. I'm gonna tell you. They say you ain't been to Africa unless you've been to Zanzibar. Mm-hmm. And I know why. Randy, won't you tell them a little bit about the history of Zanzibar? I'm talking about Prison Island. I think you got a story. You got a video that talks about that.
Yeah, I can play the video and then we can talk about Prison Island.
And Turtle Island.
And Turtle Island or Quarantine Island. It's got multiple names.
Let's play the video first.
You may not want to. It's not playing.
Let's try this. And
then you from USA. Welcome to Zanzibar. Zanzibar. Habibi. Welcome to Zanzibar.
Listen. I love I immediately sent that to everybody. I love that video. So that short amount of time was so powerful, so much fun, so much love, so welcoming. Like literally, I was looking for my bags to go ahead and pack and was trying to figure out, can I go ahead and grab a Turkish airline and get there? It was great. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, so that video is not gonna work, right?
Yes, it's uploading. Give it a second.
Okay, let's show another one of the videos that you got on stage right now. Zanzibar Real One.
Yep, that one. I don't know what happened. They all kind of froze. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to reload them. Looks like.
What? Let me do this one then.
Dr. James!
We have arrived at Prison Island, and I'll tell you what, it's beautiful out here. The water is so clear. The beach. I am excited. I will keep you informed. This wonderful Zanzibar.
Yeah,
get over here, Randy.
I see why people say you haven't traveled until you've been to Zanzibar. I get it, man. I totally understand. We're about to have some fun.
That's right.
Yeah, as Zanzibar is all that, and as soon as Randy get that prison,
I have Prison Island already.
Let's do that one because that was so fascinating. Wow.
Yeah, that was so powerful, so moving, just amazing, amazing. Wow. What did it feel like literally to be in the place where the ancestors were like, they were at the market, they were getting ready to be sold, that their body was just thrown over if they passed away. There was, they was just literally just a piece of a object. What was that emotion and feeling like walking through those?
Well,
No, go ahead.
I go first because Randy gonna tell the history. He already got it. When you get to those, a lot of the areas, you can feel the spirit.
I bet you can.
Dr. Nike said, I ain't going in there. You know what I'm saying? So you can feel the spirit like they're still there. It's something about a lot of the places that are still there. And you mentioned something about being thrown over in the water and all that. During the time that they was alive, that they had yellow fever, all that, they just throw them over. And I don't know if you captured that portion of it, Randy, but it was pretty telling. And that was the original African slave thing for all the countries come over and identify buy slaves and take them back to their country. So I think that was early 1600, 1800, Randy. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, that one shot that you saw of the boat with all the starfish in the area, the only place we saw starfish was that one pristine, clear section of the ocean where they used to throw slaves when they died, the slaves with yellow fever. And I just found it very interesting that that's where the concentration of starfish were, in that one little area.
Hey, Randy, hold off on this. We're going to take a quick station break. When we get back, we're going to dedicate the last 10 minutes to whichever platform that you're on. If you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is go to the comments. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Confidence. Commit with what? Confidence. In everything that
Here. And this is how you see it.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet one of my most favorite friends from America. Millions of you watch his show, and I know that you are dying of the next episode. Don't miss it out. It's coming from Dar es Salaam in Tanzania, Africa. Watch his program, his show. JC!
really get a chance to know who you are. And once you know who you are, you truly know who you are, love who you are. Love who you are. You're a masterpiece. Love who you are. Love who you were born to be. Love me some me. That's what I'm talking about. When you leave high school, you gotta know today or tomorrow, or hopefully today, what your plans are. Hopefully, there is no bad decision unless there is no plan. Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Commit with what? Commit with what? In everything that you do.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. We got the better part of 8 minutes, and we're going to turn it over to Randy. He is our historian, and he's going to talk about a few of these things that we discovered when we was there. So, Randy, it's all yours, man.
No, it was the history was just very interesting. Being from Virginia, I know a lot of the slave history from the U.S. side because we really learned about it in school in Virginia. So there were a lot of things I didn't realize when I talked to and went on the tour over in Zanzibar, didn't really realize that Spaniards were the first to enslave people and sell people. Yeah, we know there were slaves when, a country, invaded another country, but as far as a business, I found out that the Spaniards were the ones that actually started slavery as a business. And Zanzibar was one of the places that they started it. So, when we went to Prison Island, we also found out that it was called Quarantine Island and Turtle Island. And it's because of the things that went on there. Whenever slaves had yellow fever, they would take them to that island and quarantine them. So in the video, that first area we walked into where it's kind of panning around and we're standing like in a little market square, that was actually where they had slaves in these little rooms. If you look into the back, it was these little rooms, and that's why they kept the slaves with yellow fever until they either got better or passed away. And of course, you saw the area that they threw them in when they passed away. And how the turtles got there, I want to say it was Lord Marco was his name. I got to do a little research to actually find the person's name, but his wife gifted 4 turtles to the island as a gift. And the slaves had to take care of the turtles and still do take care of those turtles. Hence how the island got called Turtle Island, and all of those turtles were there. They started off with 4. Now there are hundreds of turtles, and a lot of them are hundreds of years old.
Randy, remember, it started out with 4, and you still got 1 remaining turtle.
Yeah, one of the remaining 4.
200 something years old.
Yeah, one of the 4 is still remaining.
Yes. Over 200 and something years old. We saw turtles that was 146, 100. I mean, and they weighed about 400 or 500 pounds.
They were
This is no joke. And the only thing that they want you to do is pet them.
Pet them and give them some vegetables.
But they don't bother you. They come around you, sit down, stick their neck up. But it's incredible. We must have saw like 300 of them.
Yeah, there were peacocks out there. There were another animal out there. I cannot remember what it was.
Kind of like a mini wolf or something.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was a couple of animals out there just kind of roaming around. But it was a very beautiful place. White sand, just very beautiful. We went and took a picture on the original house that Lord Marco built, which it was being renovated into a museum. So they were renovating it, but we were able to go on the front porch and take a picture and stuff. But it was very, very interesting. It was a very interesting place.
Randy, I want to show, if we can, you got some videos up here still that we haven't shown yet. I know you got reel 1, reel 2. I don't know how long they are, but we'll do it.
Going over to the island.
Oh, yeah.
This is the area. So if you see that little blue door, so from that little blue door to that little blue door, that's like one. Actually, it's a yellow door in the middle. There's like little rooms, and that's where the slaves, when they had yellow fever, were stored in that little area. And that's the area where they threw the slaves that I was talking about with all the starfish. And just notice how all of those starfish are right there, but we didn't see starfish anywhere else on the island other than this one area. And that's the house. You can't really see it good, but that's the house that Lord Marco built originally, where his family stayed when they came to, bring the ships and sail slaves. In that last drone shot, we were able to go on a sand dune. So there was a sand dune in the middle of the Indian Ocean, and they took us to the sand dune, and we had some really good fruit. Just kind of enjoyed the being out in the middle of the ocean. Literally, we were in the middle of the ocean. There was nothing around us, and you could have ran from end to end in about 2 minutes. That's how little and small it was. So it would be there today, but 3 days from now in a good storm, that little sand dune's gone.
Wow, we out of time right now, but I tell you, it's a lot more that we might have to do part 3. A lot more that we did not get to today, but the conference absolutely fantastic. Zanzibar absolutely fantastic. All of the participants and all the dignitaries was great, and looking forward to next year. Looking forward to being well. That's if we invited next year, but it was sensational. I tell you what, Randy, you got 30 seconds left. What's one takeaway you want our viewers to get from this?
It was a great trip. I learned a lot. Africa is not as intimidating as a lot of people think it is. It is a wonderful, wonderful place.
Well, I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time to come on the show today. Randy, man, you're a good narrator in history. Dr. T, hosting this. Dr. Michelle Cooley, I mean, always fantastic. Most importantly, our viewers and our listeners, I want to thank them for tuning in to the James Cooley Show, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Always dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your life.